Hello, good people of the internet. Well, got a bit of a thingy for you. You know, a bit of a little video we've got here. We've got a Chinese diesel heater, one of those Chinese diesel air heaters, which has been running on anything. You name it. If it's oil based, it's been running on it. Kerosene, hydraulic oil, waste engine oil, mineral oil, vegetable oil. If it goes in the if it's oil based, it's been running on it. This thing has not been opened ever. It's still got all the seals on it. We've just taken the case off it. We've not opened it up. I'm actually doing this video as a little co-host with my brother here, forename surname. Obviously, I'm John Dragon Man, so I'm going to be giving this video to my brother to put on his channel as well. Please check it out, and the rest of his stuff, because he's got loads of stuff on it to do with these Chinese heaters and the thermotop Webasto heaters. Is it Eberspacher? Webasto heaters. That's the one. The water circuit heaters, quite nice. So as you can see, exhaust is a bit blackened, but they all are like that a bit. I expected more soot in there, I must admit. I thought it would be a lot more clogged up than that, but it's not. But this heater is failing to start now. It's been on and off for a while, but we have been running this heater on quite a low setting, pump setting, so we'll see what it's like. Yeah, it's a bit sooty in there, but it's not horrific. Fan spin's nice and free, so, but we are getting the fault code 10, which is you know, it's not pumping properly anymore or whatnot. Just failing to start. Lots of white smoke on startup. Yeah, it's not. You can hear it. The flame's not igniting inside. Glow plug's still drawing full current, which is good. Which means the plug's not damaged. I've not taken it apart yet. Not taken anything apart yet. But we're going to see how it goes. It's actually still slightly warm. We've literally just tried to start this thing up and it wouldn't go, so we thought, sod it. It's our days off today, so let's strip it down, pressure wash it out, and see if we can get it to run again. And of course, we're going to be running it on anything again, because screw it. It's worked for, what is it now? This is the third year.
Pretty much, yeah.
This is the third year of pretty much constant winter use.
We changed the controller in the past, not because it was broken, just to upgrade it.
Yeah, that's it.
The rest of the units never needed
any work.
It's just reliably started up.
Every time, pretty much, yeah. And in the last few weeks, it's been acting up.
That's it, and that's been running on rubbish. So we'll see.
We'll crack her open.
It's like in here.
And see what it's like inside.
It's going to imagine all the things inside.
It's going to be solid, isn't it?
Seriously blocked with carbon.
But it's been getting hot. 220 degrees is what we've got it running at. So, yeah.
It has been running great.
It's been running fantastic. Yeah.
So, crack it apart.
Let's crack it apart. Get me tools. Pause the video here. Right. Pardon my lumberjack looking jacket, but it's the warmest jacket I've got. Let's crack her open, see what it's like inside. Oh, it's going to take a bit more doing than that. Oh, wow, it's stuck. Do we have anything we can jerry it apart with? There we go, look. Well, that's alright in there. Intake's all nice and good. I'm getting warm. See how it works, look.
No oil that's flooded out in here, to be
through
honest.
Because, yeah, we did try and start it a few times. Okay then. Looks like we're going to have to take the glow plug out, I think. If we take this off.
Yeah.
Just give it a pause. Wow. The glow plug's got no carbon build-up on it at all. Which I thought it would do, which is, you know...
It's interesting.
Yeah, I thought it'd be absolutely clogged up to hell in there. It's... Even inside there looks pretty clean. I don't think you can see it on the camera.
Let's get it open
Let's
further.
get it open, yeah. Right. Move that cable out of the way. Temperature sensor and all that. That's the thing that tells us we're burning at 220 degrees. Just about to take this burn chamber off. This is the last of the Allen screws, Allen bolts. Let's just see what this coal mine looks like in here, shall we? Oh, that's actually better than I thought it would be.
It's not great in there, but
it's not great in
not
there.
terrible.
But that, I bet you any money, that is going to be all oil, which is thinged, just you know, solidified. Oh.
There's your problem.
That's why it's not going.
Mm.
That's all oil, which is mixed in with the thingy.
Nice.
Mixed in with the soot. I actually thought that would be a hell of a lot worse in there for saying what we run this on.
Yeah.
Stuff as thick as treacle's been pumped into this, and I tell you, honestly.
Seriously. And and you know, literally fuel with water in it and all kinds of stuff.
Oh yeah. We've actually got some of that. Do you want to show them it?
Yeah, let's have a look. There you go. That's what it's been running on.
Yeah, that's literally what it's been running on. Look at the water content of that.
Hydraulic oil that's full of water.
Biodegradable hydraulic oil. It's natural stuff.
But it does burn completely smokeless on this stuff once it's started.
If it's hot, it burns quite nice on it. It doesn't like to start on it. But like I say, you can see the water content in that.
And yeah, that does look like honey.
Yeah, it looks like what's it called? It's set honey.
Set honey, yeah.
And it's thick and all. It's very thick stuff. But yeah. Oh, here's a way of cleaning the things out. That big lump of stuff in the bottom that you saw, it's like melted plastic almost. It's actually gone like concrete. But the plan is here to actually get it hot enough to try and remelt it. And might even get the map gas torch out and burn it at the side, because it needs to be burnt up here, opposite where the glow plug sits.
Point at the camera and you'll see it.
Is it glowing inside, is it?
Yeah.
So look inside. Oh yeah, there you go. That's proper burning it out, look. If the damn thing will focus on it. Yeah, that's great.
And I've cleaned out a Webasto in this same way. Worked great after.
Get it nice and hot. Maximum power.
If this doesn't burn it off, it'll definitely chip off.
We're thankfully lucky enough. I do work in a scrapyard, and we've got a very nice ultrasonic cleaner right there, which we've currently got a plate heat exchanger on. That's for another project. Like I say, that's my brother's channel, that is. You can imagine what's happening with that. All to do with the thermotop. I'm pretty sure you'll enjoy it. So you definitely want to check it out. Full name, surname. Let's get some more inside shots of that stuff burning off. Oh yes. Alright, so one thing you got to remember is, inside where your glow plug is, where it injects your fuel through, you do have this little gauze here. This was completely blocked up. I mean, it was absolutely blocked up. I got the hose on it, on jet, so it was doing that, and I sat the gauze over that little recess in the end of the gun. You just see it there, which on this sits perfectly inside it, and I put my finger over the end of it like that, and then tried to blast through it, and there was no flow through it whatsoever. So do you know what I did? Stuck it on these pair of pliers here and just sat it in front of one of the blowtorches, and it burned all the crap out of it. And now if you
Be careful and don't do it too long,
yeah,
because you can melt through these things dead easy.
you can, it's hard to focus, but you can see through it. Look there, there's light going through. I do wish that's steam coming off my hands.
Compared to how it was,
You can actually see through, look, there's light getting through there. So that's going to make a big difference. Also, you can see all these lumps of carbon and whatever I've getting out of it. Honestly, it's like lumps of concrete. God, I hate the focus on these phones. It's like a lump of concrete, that is. There's a hair in it. It's like what they make, what you get out of furnaces, you know, big furnaces, cinder kind of concrete stuff. And this, inside here, right down and deep in the bottom there is a big recess in the bottom, which is actually this part here, underneath these fins. Now, yeah, we've took the plate off the back of this thing, that plate there, to try and get a screwdriver and poke it through, and we've managed to clean this out really well. And the Chinese, yeah, well, the Chinese are quite good. They give you the perfect tool to do it, which is this thing, which holds your glow plug on. Not your glow plug, your temperature sensor. And it works brilliant. You can get it straight down here, straight down into there, behind the thing, and then start scraping away at the wall on this side, behind this baffle plate inside. So yeah, you can go straight down into here, down the gap, and then just start scraping away, and it clears it all out. And for anything that's really stuck in there, get yourself a nice long, where did I put that screwdriver? Like a screwdriver like this, but much thinner, with a flat blade on the end. You know, making sure it's as long shank as you can, whatever it's called, and to get it straight down the burner, and then keep twiddling it around. You'll notice when you get to it, because you'll hit it, and you're going to be like breaking up lumps of like carbon, like lumps of concrete in the bottom, and you just keep hitting it. It'll keep crunching through it, and just do that all the way around. Keep looking down it with the torch, you'll see it. Blowtorch helps because it does help to loosen it up a bit. So we're going to put this back together now. I'm pretty happy with that.
Run like a new burner.
Well, one of the things we've not been doing is we haven't been running this with a fuel filter. So this has kind of been the fuel filter. So you can see there, look how it's coming through, look. You can see through it lovely now. Minus the water that's in there. So yeah, this has kind of been acting like a fuel filter as well. So anything that's gone through there, flakes of paint or rust off the fuel, you know, off the tanks we're running through this has been catching it and not the fuel filter. So that's another reason why it's blocked up. But come on, 3 years. These things, I've heard people running these on kerosene and they've had to clean them out after every season of use. And we've not cleaned this out for pretty much 3 years. This is the 3rd year. And we've been running it on everything. So, yeah, not bad at all. Right, let's put it back together, eh?
Occasionally run ours at the max 7.2 hertz.
Yes.
I think that helps clean it out a lot.
Yeah, so in your remote control there is a hidden menu. What, do you remember the number to that? To get into it, the password, there's a password on it. I'll put it in the description. We changed ours to all 6s because it's the easiest number to input. Takes the least amount of time because we're in there all the time messing around. One thing that we like to do is experiment to see what frequency, pump and fan speed works best with what oil we're running this thing on. And generally for really thick stuff you run the fan speed at maximum and the pump speed quite quick, and it burns it away really fast. Basically you're just looking for smoke not to come out of the exhaust. If you start seeing smoke, put your fan speed up, and if you're already on max fan speed, knock your pump speed down. Works the same as a diesel engine, you know, as a turbocharger. If it's smoking, too much, not enough boost pressure or too much fuel. Simple, easy stuff. And God, look how clean that's come up. It's like brand new.
Yeah.
So this is for another project. This is, but I can't do much about that because this isn't. That has come up like new, hasn't it? That.
Yeah.
That was scaled up to hell. That was. It's even took the paint off the where the guy marked it at the scrapyard. Yeah. Look at that.
Nice.
That is very impressive. Really recommend these ultrasonic baths, guys. If you can get hold of one, get hold of one. The amount of stuff you can just chuck in them to clean up. Yeah. So these plate heat exchangers here, this thing.
It's a bit hot for me to put my hand in.
Yeah.
But there is an EGR cooler in there.
That thing, look how clean it is inside.
Because this thing's been running on anything.
This is a second-hand plate heat exchanger, and it's absolutely brand new inside now.
It wasn't even in there that long.
It wasn't. Oh, look at all the black crap coming out of that where it's loosened up.
That's pretty hot.
Yeah, it does get warm. give it a couple of dunks to clean out the stuff. Right, it's what's coming out the coolant channel and all. Out from the coolant line. Oh, look at that, it's like new inside.
Yeah, it's a lot better. Considering it's been hooked up to that
thing.
heater as well.
Yeah, which is sooted, you know, all the soot been going through it. So look at the other side. Yeah, look at that.
It's better than it was when I got it.
That's incredible, isn't it? What a difference. What an amazing bit of kit. Yeah, oh wow. Yeah, because remember that was all scaled up.
Yeah. Sweet.
Yeah. Right, let's get this thing back together again, shall we? And see if we can get this thing fired up. Alright, it falls dark pretty quickly here in the United Kingdom. Yeah, right. One thing I wanted to show you guys. Now, obviously, I've just built this thing back up and it's all ready to go. This is kerosene in here. Nice fresh kerosene, some good stuff. Which these things burn amazing on. Much cleaner than red diesel or road diesel or whatever diesel you got. So, being this is the first initial fire up, we'll fire it up on this. And we'll swap it back over again to the well, whatever's in the next can along. How to prime the pump on these things. Nice and simple. Press and hold the gear icon. Trying to do this with one hand is a bit difficult while I'm recording. Press and hold the gear icon and then press... Oh, wrong button. No, wrong one, sorry. Let's go back again. Press and hold the gear icon and press either the up or the down button, one of the two of them. Then while it's doing that, let go of the gear icon and then let go of the button and just flick it to the on. And the pump will start pumping without the burner running, which sucks all the fuel through this hose, this pipe. And I'm not actually sure how long it's going to take to do this. I'm just going to go based on what noise the pump's making. When it stops making a metallic ticking noise, I'll know it's about ready to be primed. So I'll give it a few more pumps after that and set it off for its first burn. But still can't focus. How bad is the focus on these phones? Okay, glow plug's on. Looks like I didn't prime it enough, but it should come through. This pipe in here is actually a wiring conduit, which is quite nice. It just so happens to be the perfect size that if you've got the exhaust on this thing, it fits perfectly over the exhaust. Let's see what temperature. I think I can smell fuel. I think it's getting in there now. (17 centigrade). Yeah. Let's turn it off. And we'll fire it up again. Shame I can't get to the bloody fuse. It's got to go now through the cooling down. Mind you, it shouldn't take long at all because it's not going to cool down much. The cool down cycle on these things, if you do actually do a lot of this kind of stuff with these things, is quite annoying. Say you want to give it a hot start, because the chamber's already nice and warm. If you pull the plug after say 100 degrees, you know, and then you go to plug it back in again, it'll still continue the cool down cycle, which is damn annoying because you want it to fire up while it's still hot, especially if it's really cold outside. We've got smoke coming out. You can't see it, but there is smoke coming out of that.
Hear it burning now.
She's fired. We've got heat coming out of there. And we've got steam coming off the exhaust. Let's put it up to the max. 7.2. Chucking out some steam. The exhaust pipe here is full of water, so because we've just cleaned the whole system out. So cold, even my hands are steaming. Oh yeah, the other burner here is one that this is an old one. This is the old style burner. This is like the Mark 1 that the Chinese first started to copy. Now this burner there's nothing much different to it. They both use the same design. Only difference is with this one is it's got screws in it rather than Allen bolts, which makes it a bit more interesting to get apart, especially if they're in tight. And the only other thing with this is it takes an analog controller. Now I tried to convert this to digital, and literally it's as easy as out to convert them to digital, or so I thought. And all you got to do is just get magnets from off the internet and poke them in these holes, and then get yourself a digital PCB which sits in here somewhere. I thought happy days, that would work. You know, and obviously you've got to change your wiring harness or adapt your wiring harness, which is what I did. I thought this will work fantastic. Old analog system, I can control it using relays rather than a remote switch or something. I thought it'd be quite nice and easy. Turns out it's not. This one just used to keep coming up with fault 6. You know, fan won't work. Fan not spinning, which obviously it was. It's just that I probably was an idiot, and I've put these magnets in, so I've read recently. These magnets obviously have a north-south on them, and I probably put them in the wrong way around, not knowing about it, and that controller can't figure that out. Because they have a hall sensor on them. Just one thing to remember if you guys ever get one of these. This burner is practically brand new. It's had such a light amount of use, it's unreal. So the unit itself is practically new. The only reason why I've taken it apart is because I was a bit of an idiot with the blowtorch, and oh come on, focus. I melted that, which was sat on here somewhere. So yeah, that's why that's had to be taken apart. It's just an old burner, electrical fault, like I say. When I installed this burner to my car, after we bench tested it a few times, I actually forgot and I had the fuse plugged into it, and the controller circuit arced out to the bodywork of the car, because I managed to chafe one of the wires while installing it. Damn it! And it fried the internal circuitry. And I tell you, you cannot get an analog controller for these things for love of the money. You know, the PCB. Anyway, this is running relatively good. Still a bit of smoke in there, or steam, whatever. I still think it's steam. I don't think it's smoke. And if it is, it's probably just residual from inside, or what's left in these pipes from when we flooded it out before. And as you can see, the pipe work goes up the side of the house, through into the conservatory, and through the window there into the living room. And my brother's throttling it down, look, because it's probably getting too bloody hot in there. He's got the controller for it. Alright, thank you very much for watching, guys and girls. Hope this video was informative. Catch you on the next video. Peace out.